Hello everyone, I am Prabhakaran, Assistant Professor from CSC Department at VSP Engineering College, Karur. Now I am going to take the class that is Introduction to Compiler and Lexicon Analyzer. So before getting to the compiler, so I have to know about what is translator. So translator is a programming processor language that convert from one language to another language. So that means, I will convert from high level language to low level language, or otherwise from low level language to high level language. So some other language to another language. So and compiler is a program so which helps to transform source code written in a high level language into a low level machine level language. So that means, so we will write a program in a high level language. So that high level language will be compiled and that will be converted to the low level language that will be called as assembly language, right? And also it will be translate the particular high level language into low level language without changing any meaning of the particular code. The compiler also makes the end code efficient, which is optimization, execution time, and memory space. So this is source program, and this one is a compiler that will be converted to target program. So if there is any error occur in that particular compiler, so that will be sourced by using a error message. And interpreter. So interpreter is a computer program that is used to directly execute program instruction written using one of the many high-level programming language. So what is compiler and interpreter? So the compiler and interpreter, the difference between compiler and interpreter is, first one, the compiler, it will take the entire program as input. That means it will get all the source program as an input and compile it, and then it will produce a object code. And interpreter, that will take single instruction as an input. So each and every line will be executed then and there. And intermediate object code is generated in a compiler. As I said, if it is a compiler, it will take a whole program and convert that into a object code. So that will be an intermediate object code is generated. But in interpreter, there is no intermediate code is generated. And conditional control statements are executed faster in a compiler, and conditional control statements are executed slower in an interpreter. And memory requirement is more, since it will club the whole program into the particular compiler, so it will get more memory space. So it will execute each and every line, so that will get a memory space as less. And program need not to compiler every time. So once one program is compiled, so it will automatically generate a object code. But in interpreter, so each and every time we have to execute that particular code. And errors are displayed after entire program is checked. So in this, errors are displayed for every instruction interpreter, right? So for each and every line, so the error will be indicated in the interpreter. So example, that is C, C++, Java as a compiler, and basics and Python are a example for interpreter. Parts of compiler. So there will be two parts of compiler are there. One is analysis part, another one is synthesis part. So there will be 6 phases of compiler are there in compiler. So one is lexicon analyzer, syntax analyzer, semantic analyzer, intermediate code generation, and code optimization and code generation. So those 6 phases will be divided into 2 phases. One is analysis phase, another one is synthesis phase. In analysis phase, what it will do in the sense, in analysis phase, so it will be called as front end, and synthesis phase, that will be called as back end. In analysis phase, the particular high level language will be connected to intermediate code generation. And in synthesis phase, by using that particular intermediate code generation, so that will be converted to a low level language that will be called as assembly language. So this is a phase of compiler. So each and every phases will be operated by using compiler. So there will be 2 phases of compilation. One is, as I said, analysis phase, and another one is synthesis phase. This analysis phase will consist of mission independent or language independent, and synthesis phase, that will be called as mission dependent or language independent. So this consists of a set of phases, that is lexicon analysis, syntax analysis, semantic analysis, intermediate code generation, and code optimization and code generation. For each and every phases, there will be 2 things are there. One is simple table management and the error handler, right? So in lexicon analysis, what will happen in this is, the source program will be get as an input to the lexicon analyzer. So that particular lexicon analyzer will convert that particular source level language into a tokens. So that token will be given as input for a syntax analyzer, and this particular syntax analyzer will convert that particular token into a positive. And semantic analysis, what this particular semantic analyzer will do in the sense, so that particular semantic analyzer give meaning to that particular syntax analyzer. Just in the syntax analyzer give the parser for that particular token, but it never give a meaning to that particular parser. But this particular semantic analyzer, so which give the meaning to that particular parser. And independent intermediate code generator. So this will get an input from that particular semantic analyzer and generate a intermediate code, that is temporary code. So that will be optimized by using optimizer. And finally, there will be a code generation. So code generator that will convert the particular source level language into a mission level language, that is assembly language. So this is lexical analysis. So lexical analysis or scanning form the first phase of the compiler. So lexical analyzer will also called as scan, right? So that will scan each and every input. For example, there will be a int. So that particular int will be read one by one, that is int, and to club to form a token. So that token may be an integer. I mean, there will be a keyword, or otherwise that will be some operators, or that will be some operands, whatever it is. So that will be scanned by using lexical analyzer. And this particular SQL read the stream of character which makes the source program and group them into a meaningful sequence called lexeme. So that lexeme, what is lexeme in the sense? So if it is that is token, right? So the sequence of character will be called as token. So if it is a set of rules, that particular set of rules will be called as pattern. So that particular pattern matches that particular token, then that will be called as lexeme. And there will be two things are there in the token, that is token name and then what is the attribute value. For example, if it is a int a, so int, so that will be a keyword, and there will be a, so that will be a variable. That a will consist of some values. So a equal to 5. So this will be based on that particular lexical analyzer. So this is lexeme and then token. So this is position. So position equal to initial plus rate star 16. So position, this is a set of sequence of character and there will be a token. I just give a meaning to this particular position, that is that position will be a identifier, and equal. So equal is a assignment symbol, and initial. So initial is a identifier, and plus that is addition operator, and rate that is identifier, and star that is multiplication operator, and 60 that is constant. So this will be generated by using lexical analysis, and then that will be given as an input to that particular syntax analysis. This particular syntax analysis will convert that particular token into a parse. That is syntax analysis from the second phase of compiler. So lexical analysis is the first phase of compiler and syntax analysis is the second phase of compiler. The list of tokens produced by lexical analysis phase form the input and arrange them in the form of tree structure, right? So that will be called as parse tree. So it will generate like a tree structure. So that is, there will be a position equal to id plus id star 60. Right, so there will be a ID 1 and I will give it as a ID 2, that is identifier 1, that is identifier 2 and identifier 3, and there will be a 60 that is constant. So as I said here, there will be identifier 1 and there will be a identifier and there will be a equal operator and another identifier and addition operator and another identifier, multiplication operator and constant. So I will get a tree that is ID equal to ID plus ID star 60. This will be by using syntax analysis. And third one is that is semantic analysis. So this particular semantic analysis give meaning to that particular syntax analysis, right? So for example, if suppose there will be a int and float, right? So there will be a combination of int and float. So or otherwise there will be a combination that is int to real, right? I just convert that particular into float. So there will be a first one that is float and second one that is float and third one that is float. But 60 is a integer value, right? I just convert that particular integer value into float. So I just convert, that will be a type conversion that will be occurring, that is coercion. There will be some type conversions are there, right? So that based on that particular type conversion, that particular int to float will be occurred and give the meaning to the particular 60, that is this is a, and id also float. So id 2 also float and id 1 also float. So this is semantic analysis. And next one, that is intermediate code generation, right? So by using the semantic analysis, I just create a intermediate code generation, right? So that is temporary code. So that will be called as first one T1. So that consists of int to float, that is 60. Then I have to multiply that particular 60 into a ID3 value. So that T2 equal to ID3 into T1. That T1 will consist of int to float 60. And T3 equal to ID2 plus T2 value. That T2 value will consist of ID3 into T1. And finally, I will get a ID1 equal to T3. So this T3 will consist of ID2 plus ID3 star 60. So this will be called as intermediate code generation. And there will be a code optimization. So this code optimization will consist of, so I have optimized the code without changing the meaning of the particular code. So I cannot directly optimize this code. This is a four line code. I can optimize this particular code as a single line, right? I can optimize that by using a single line, but I never change the meaning of this particular code. So that first one I just do that. So T1 equal to ID3 star 60.0, right? So into float that is 60, also the meaning that is 60.0. So ID3 that consists of the value that is I edit for third value, and I just add that is ID1 equal to ID2 plus T1. So this ID2 will consist of ID2 value plus ID3 star 60. So this is code optimization generation, right? So this particular code generation will have a assembly code, right? So I already said that. So this is a low level mission level language. So that is not a mission level language, right? So that is a low level mission language, right? So that consists of a assembly language. So that assembly language, first one, so it will load, that is LDF. LDF, that is load. So load, I just ID3 value into R2, that is register 2. I just store the value of ID3 into register 2 and multiply that particular R2 with R2 comma R2 has 60. That is R2 which consists of the value that is ID3 and ID3 into has 60 in the sense that is float 60. Right, so that is ID2 R2 equal to R2 star 60. And again I need to register that is ID2 into R1. And I have to add R1 with R2, that is R1 comma R1 R2. So this statement will show that is R1 equal to R1 plus R2, right? So and finally I just store the value of R1 into ID1. Simple table management and error handling. So this simple table management in the sense for each and every phase which will handle. So the values will be stored and retrieve the data from the particular simple table management. If there is any error occur in that particular phases, that will be shown by using error handling. So this is phases of compiler. Thank you.